video. Well, it is the day after Christmas. We are back at it. I know a lot of people get Monday off. If Christmas falls on a Sunday, you get Monday off usually, but not here in the food service. I know the LTL world, they usually do, you know, food service. Now we got to come back, man. We got to deliver these groceries. Yeah, as you can see, it is still snowy, still dark, still cloudy. It's, according to the truck, it's 21 degrees. Don't think that's accurate. My watch does not tell me what it is. That's nice, but I don't think it's quite that cold. But it is snowing currently, once again. And today we are in the banana liner. This is the yellow Penske truck. And it's been a while since I've been in a Penske truck. It's been a while since I've kind of had the freedom of going 70 miles per hour and not driving around those old Freightliner M2s. But yeah, it's nice to be in a Penske truck, you know, once again. But we've got a weird issue. I'm trying to get and come across a truck stop. Probably gonna stop at the next, you know, Love's or Pilot, Flying J, whatever I see, because my red airline has a crack right up by the glad hinge, you know, where the glad hand connects, and it's leaking a little bit of air. And I want to get a replacement airline, see if I can get that installed, because I really don't want anything to I don't want it to break or something to happen while I'm driving, because that's going to be hours and hours of waiting. So I need to see about getting a replacement airline. It's been so cold, you know, and things freezing and thawing out and freezing. I think I made too sharp of a turn to turn around in a parking lot, you know, back at my last stop, and I think I might have helped that crack either get bigger, or maybe I just made that crack, I don't know. But yeah, so we've got that going on. We've got plenty of extra time today. We've got 7 hours of drive time, 2 hours and 57 minutes to get there. So, you know, I only need like an extra hour of cushion. But yeah, we've only got 3 stops today, so it's a little bit short, easy route once again. And yeah, so we're gonna get this airline, you know, fixed up. But yeah, I hope everybody had a good Christmas. We did, for sure. You know, the wife's always good at getting gifts. You know, she got some real thoughtful gifts. Spent some time with both mine and her side of the family. Had a good time. So I hope everybody had a good holiday. We are in the last week of 2022. This is crazy. You know, the year, honestly, it's flown by, man. Like, it's went by quick. And yeah, 2023 is right around the corner. So we're about ready to start a brand new year. You know, and I don't know if I'm gonna make another video before that, but you know, if I don't, you know, it's been a crazy 2022. It's honestly went by super quick. I started out 2022 quitting my other job so I can come to CDL school. You know, then I had this job. I got this job in March. I got hired on in February. I finished CDL school in February, got hired on at the end of February, and officially started in March. And it's already almost January. It's like this one year of being a rookie truck driver has really flown by, you know. And it's crazy because, you know, I guess it's not the average standard way of doing it. You know, most people will go, you know, to a mega carrier, over the road company, get their 1 year out of the way there, and then go somewhere else. But you know, I decided to do it in food service. And you know, I appreciate those of you who have stuck around on the channel, those of you who've tagged along. I know the channel hasn't grown extremely much, especially compared to other channels out there that have, a lot of those over the road channels, they grow really quick because, you know, people are going state to state across the nation, delivering to all these, you know, different places across the United States, different backing scenarios, you know, a bunch of different stuff. It's real hard to produce content that's interesting when it comes to doing the food service when you've got a dedicated route. Yeah, but yeah, we're working on it. So I appreciate all of you guys that have stuck with me, and you know, continue to watch the videos, and you know, those of you who are brand new coming to the channel. So if you are brand new, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, because once we get a couple months into 2022, you know, we've got we got some fresh stuff. You know, I've got some plans for next year, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting started with that. All right, so we found a Love's past that Pilot, because that Pilot, I think the only thing good about it is there's a Taco Bell in there, you know, and if you need fuel, it's a place to get fuel, but that's really about the only good thing about that Pilot. This Love's has a Speedco, which I guess, you know, if all else fails, I could just go through that way and you know, have them fix it. But I think I should be able, if I could just buy a line, I should be able just to take care of it myself. A big-ish leak. I guess he's got an appointment at the Speedco. This is a strange Love's. How do you... Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, so they had a blue airline and then a green electric line, and man, the green electric line, that's like 120 bucks. That's crazy. I didn't know that they were that expensive. The blue airline was like 60 by itself, so that's kind of weird, but I ended up getting some rescue tape, and we're gonna come over here kind of away from everybody and try to seal up that line. You know, I've got some zip ties trying to hold it together right now, but of course they're not doing a very good job since they are zip ties. But this rescue tape is supposed to fuse and supposed to hold high pressure, so you know, I figured that should work on airlines. That should at least get me by until we get the truck back and we could have the Penske guys take care of it. Now it's cold outside. It is cold and windy, always windy. You know, I don't know how this works, dude. So shut the reefer off for a second. As you can hear, it's got quite a leak. If you move this zip tie, we got a nice little abrasion in there. So we're gonna see if we can seal that up. So that tape, I don't know how it works. I can't really get it to do anything. I can't get it to stick to itself. I don't know what's going on with that tape, but yeah, the cut in the airline just kind of grew when I took those zip ties off, and so it's just gonna keep on going. It's just that line is too, I guess it's too like brittle from the cold. I don't know. So getting a hold of my company to see what we need to do. I mean, there's a Speedco shop right there. If they'll just allow me to take it in there, or if I've got to call Penske or what, I'm not really quite sure, but I'll figure it out. All right, so we are going to go to the Speedco shop. I'm going to see if they have a moment to replace this line. I mean, I probably could do it myself, but companies like having a paper trail of services that have been done, especially when they're a lease truck. So, you know, if it's a light bulb or something's a little bit, you know, a little bit like that, I guess simple, which airline isn't too bad. Damn, dude, you got a lot of stuff in your dash there, but I'm going to pull it over here. We're gonna see. All right, so I called my company. They said that I can do it if I know how. Yes, otherwise it's going to take way too long for something super simple. So we're going to take off this red one, which isn't much to it. This is why I keep tools with me. I was honestly thinking about not bringing my tool set today, but it's a good thing I did. I think they've got one inside. At least I called and they said that they had one inside. So we'll have to see. Grab a knife here and cut off those zip ties, because otherwise I'm just not gonna have enough time to do what I need to do today. Well, I don't know. Let's see if the glad hand will come off. So that's like the next That's got a giant leak in it. But anyway, here's the issue. I don't know if you guys can see that. I mean, move the camera here to where you can. Maybe. Come on. Anyway, so we've got a nice gouge in the line. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but it splits and it gets pretty large when there's air pressure to it. So obviously we can't be having that. So I need to see if I can get this glad handle off. And then you just drop your wrench down underneath the truck. That's good. That's cool. Don't mind me. Just out here trying to keep myself on the road. I don't think we're gonna get this airline or this glad hand off this line, dude. Nope. At least I'm not gonna waste my time with it anymore. All right, so somebody actually just returned one of these while I was sitting out here. It's a coiled plastic one, which isn't the best in the world because they, if you stretch them and it's cold, they'll break. So I gotta be careful with that. Since I couldn't get that glad hand off, I went ahead and just got a new one. And the company they'll reimburse me for it, since it would not work with my fuel card. So I was kind of thinking it would, since we're supposed to be able to buy stuff like that with that card, but evidently not airlines. But you know, like I said, some companies, they don't like you to and these are awful, they don't like you to mess with equipment. I'm not sure what end goes where, but this company, fortunately, they just say if you can fix it and get going quicker, then that's what we want you to do. And I'd say fixing it myself is going to be probably 100 times faster than trying to wait for Penske Roadside to come and fix it. Get that tightened up and get this end connected to the poor dirty truck. Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe I did it backwards. No, well, this end spun on this one, made it a lot easier to hook on, but none of these spin. $42 for these airlines, and they're so cheap. Alright, so I ended up just taking that glad hand off and swapping these ends, because for some reason I could not get the other one to go on there. So this one went on. At least we're trying to get to go on. This is the problem with these lines, man. Like, they're so expensive, yet they're made so cheap compared to those big rubber ones. I don't care if you're over the road, LTL, local, you know, whatever the case may be. Am I losing like an hour and a half? Probably. But at the same time, I'm also saving myself a lot of hassle by doing this. I'm just glad that I was able to get the old ones off, because if I wasn't able to, that would be a problem. Alright. So my battery ended up dying in this camera. The airline replaced. I think I put it on backwards, but I just wanted to get it on the easiest way I can. I mean, the fittings are both the same size, so it can go either way. but it looks funny to me. So I think the longer part that has the spring on it is supposed to go on the tractor coming out, and the coiled up, you know, cable is supposed to go closer to the trailer. So I'm probably gonna flip that around once we get to the hotel tonight. But yeah, that cost us a little bit, cost us some time, but it's, like I said, better than having to wait probably 4, 5, 6 hours for Penske if I did it that way. Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that I was able to take care of it myself instead of having to wait and have to have somebody else do it, because, you know, it's better that way. Oh man, look at that. That is a completely destroyed tractor trailer. Absolutely just destroyed. We gotta be careful on these roads, man. Like, you know, I don't know what could have caused that to happen, but I don't know if it was the snow they got up here or maybe another driver, but man, I mean, that was absolutely destroyed. I hope everybody that was in that truck is all right, because that looked pretty bad. But still got a little ways to go yet, but we will get there when we get there. Education, don't forget from whence you came. The world's gonna know your name. I don't want any of y'all to judge me on that, all right? I like Hamilton. It's a great musical. I'm not a huge musical guy. Like, I've never just liked, or I've never listened to the soundtrack outside of watching a musical. But it's really catchy. All right, we're here at the hotel, and I got that airline turned around. I think it's supposed to be this way because it'd be easier to take that glad hand and hang it back up on the hanger, and it gives it a little bit more stretch with the trailer. These are some weird airlines. They just aren't the best in the world. Not my favorite. It's off the catwalk, so that's all we could ask for. Everybody's got their trucks running here again, just like my last video. I can't run this one. I only have one key. So yeah, let's hope that we don't have any issues in the morning. I know they've been putting diesel treatment in, but hopefully it's been enough, so I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the hotel once again. Got a nice view of the Missouri River. Can't really see too much because of the reflection. Actually, since it's a pretty nice little shot. There we go. A couple of ice chunks floating down the river. It's a little bit chilly out there. But all that being said, guys, I think I'm going to wrap the video up there. Just our typical normal stuff going on for day 2. And I just figured, you know, I'd film this video because of the airline incident that happened today. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. It really means a lot. Let's try to go into the new year pretty strong. Let's get some good content going. Let's get some good views, good subscribers. You know, let's grow this channel into next year. I would really, really appreciate it. Subscribe down below, and we will see you all in the next one.